Hey everybody, welcome back to Fussy Cut Crafts. I'm Adrienne and I am in a mood. I'm in a real mood. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Enjoyed has enjoyed the beginning of their week. Um, I, whoo boy. Now my weekend was good. My day. This is Monday. Um, my day overall has not been. I didn't want to use that glue stick because I haven't started that one yet. My day overall, this Monday has not been terrible. The problem is that I made a decision this morning to do a particular video that I've been putting off for a long time because it's a project that I've been putting off. Well, I started it back in, I think, the end of March or something. And I made a decision this morning to just go ahead and finish it and stop like putting so much pressure on myself to get this particular project perfect, because we all know the truth. There is no such thing as perfection, especially with anything that humans do. Um, so I made the decision to just go ahead and do it, and I got all my supplies out, and I set a time to get started. And before I knew it, it was way past that time, even though I, you know, told myself when I was gonna get started on it. And then uh I'm just not I'm basically I'm not in the right frame of mind for a lot of things right now. And I think it's because I made the decision to do this project, and I got a lot of other stuff done today, which is nice, but some of that was definitely me putting off beginning this project. And it's something that feels important and I really want to take care of, and that I want to do, but I'm just like really annoyed, guys. Um, and I've been trying for several days now to get a post office box, which you go to the post office website, and you're supposed to be able to sign up online for that. I've been trying for days now to do that, to no avail. Like, no matter what I do, it won't let me get a post office box. And I hate making phone calls. I hate making phone calls. But I went ahead today, after trying again to sign up for a post office box online, and it not working. I went ahead and called the nearest post office, and guess what? Phone number doesn't work. So, and not, I'm not talking about, oh, you call and nobody picks up. I'm literally talking about you call the number and you get that weird screechy, anybody who remembers just regular, landlines, how if you called a number that didn't work, you'd get that screechy, this number is no longer working or has been disconnected or whatever it is. So I do not know if maybe the closest post office to me, which is the one I went to less than a month ago so I could get my passport photo taken, if it's closed down and not there anymore, or I don't know what's going on. Um, so I'm annoyed about that. Uh, I I for years now I've taken care of several stray cats. One of them has not been around for 2 days now, so I'm a little freaked out about her. Um, oh, what what else? What else? I know this is probably not great, and I really don't want to stress anybody else out. Um, but I had that plan, remember, to do this video to, really get started in earnest on this project that I've been wanting to take care of for several months now. Um, and unfortunately, I think trying to do that just kind of derailed my mental state, unfortunately. Um, and for like a couple hours now, I've had just a knot in the pit of my stomach. Um, I'm starting to get a little hot, which is it just is what it is, I guess. But I feel like kind of anxious and just icky and gross, and I don't like it. And so I'm here just not working on the thing I told myself I was going to work on, using my big orange Neiman Marcus glue book, because I just need to see if I can help myself get out of this mood, so that I can go on and have a relatively normal night. Oh my God. See, this is the problem. Again, I've also got like middle-aged brain stuff going on, because I'm telling you it's Monday. It is not Monday. It's Tuesday. Just breathe. Just breathe. It's Tuesday. And I had a couple of extra days off this week, so I don't work on Mondays, but I also took today, Tuesday off, and Wednesday off. So I think I've also got a bit of, oh God, I have to go back to work. Like, oh God, I've only got one more day off, because I think it's like 4 o'clock or something here now. So I've got kind of that going on, in addition to whatever is happening because of this project I was planning to do. The cat missing, the post office box thing not working, my local post office no longer being there possibly. I just don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gluing and trying to calm down, guys. What do you do when if you get like this? If you get anxious and gross feeling, and things are not going the way you want them to go, or when you're thinking something is going to be good for you and then it seems like it's not that great for you, what do you guys do? Because I'm just here trying to breathe, trying not to freak out about stuff. And I don't know. Theoretically, I would have done a video of some sort over the weekend, but I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And then when I, did decide on what I was going to do, well, here we are. So I'm just gluing. And talking into the void. And I hope you're all doing well. And got a chance to do something fun over the weekend. I also hope that the weather is nice where you are, that you haven't been plunged into winter already, that it's not ridiculously hot where you are anymore. I don't know, what's your favorite season? I think I've said this before, I am not a summer person. I don't like extreme heat. I am really not a fan of extreme heat now that I have felt what a real hot flash apparently is going to be like for me. I did get a lot of good stuff done over the weekend. I didn't clean. I was going to say I cleaned. I didn't really That's an exaggeration. I didn't really clean this weekend, but I did do a lot of organizing and putting things to, you know, putting things away. And I had a bunch of boxes from deliveries and stuff I had to get rid of. I did that. I set up the Positively Ginormous fan I got myself after I had my hot flash, and it really is a dream come true. Um, when it was first delivered in this massive, massive box, I thought, this is just ridiculous. Like, do I really? I honestly considered just sending it back and not even opening it, just sending it back, and then, you know, getting a normal size fan instead of this tower fan, which is, oh, I think it's over 5 feet tall, I'm sure, because it comes up. I'm 5'8". It comes up to my elbow. But I tell you what, I went ahead and set it up, which wasn't a problem. All I had to do, you have to kind of snap the parts of the base together and then get that locked on, and then that's it. It's ready to go. You just have to plug it in. I tell you what, guys, this fan is a dream come true. Since I set it up on Sunday, I've had it on almost 24 hours a day, nonstop. Even when I sleep, I don't have it directly on me. I have it kind of going over my head when I sleep. And it's just been amazing. It has truly been amazing. I don't even know, why would I cut this out? This is like not a, I don't know what I was doing, but it's in one of my little scrap fussy cut boxes here. So I'm just gonna use it. We're just not gonna overthink things here. Building your personal. I've got some random words in here that, yeah, that probably I should have put somewhere else, but you know how it is. You get to cutting stuff out and you just don't, you put I'm sure some of you do this too. You're cutting stuff out and you end up putting things together just to get them out of the way instead of putting them into whatever designated spot you have for words, fussy cuts, squares, and whatever else. So I've got just a lot of random bits of stuff in here. Everybody just breathe with me. Just breathe. Relax. We will all figure everything out. Or we won't have to figure everything out because something better will come along. And the thing we thought we had to figure out won't really be a thing anymore. That's how this works, I think. That's what I've been told anyway. Now, one good thing I definitely did have happen, aside from just the general, you know, organizing, straightening up that I did this weekend, I had a massage yesterday. I actually, when I went to the doctor at the end of August, I had her make referrals for me for like actual medical massage to help with my lymphedema, which has kind of gotten worse, and the issues I've been having with my legs, my left leg in particular, which has just been bothering me since early August. And no matter how much I walk or stretch or do physical therapy exercises, from the first time I had physical therapy or whatever, the pain has not gone away. So my doctor was cool for me to try the massage for a while first to see if that helped. Massage and more physical therapy, which I still have to call and make that appointment, but it's on tap. It's on tap, guys, along with everything else. And that's another thing. I still need to. I had somebody like 3 weeks ago come and look at my deck for me to see about having my deck replaced. And pardon my French, but those fuckers never got in contact with me. It's very annoying. Because I thought, okay, 1 down, 2 to go. You know, I need at least 3 quotes to see what I'm gonna do or whatever. Try to figure out who has the best price. And now I'm back to square one on that. So that's also annoying. And I'm considering actually, truly, literally trying to just replace some of the boards myself. Just get a little drill, go to Lowe's, have wood cut after, you know, measuring stuff, and just see if I can just do it myself, because it's already gotten on my nerves, that process. But back to what I was saying before, I had a massage yesterday, which is very nice. And it did make the part of my leg that's been hurting, it did make it feel better. It still feels a little bit better today. I think it probably also helps that I've been up and moving around for most of the day, which is not usually the case because I'm a writer, and that means you sit a lot, generally. So that's helpful. And, you know, felt really good. The lady was really nice. She listened to all the issues I've been having and everything. I tell you, I wish these Scotch permanent glue sticks, this is my favorite glue stick, but I wish it came in a much larger size. Like just like 3 of them in one is what I would like. I would buy a massive pack of those because I go through, like I will probably finish this. How much is this? It's 0.28 ounces. I will probably finish this glue stick by the time I'm done with this one glue session. Let's see, do I want to keep using these 2 pages or move on to something else? Now this is, you'll remember we did this a couple of weeks ago and some other pages in this book. Yeah, just need to kind of get in here and do some other stuff to calm myself down. Because as helpful as that massage was yesterday, I was not anticipating this relatively sudden shift in mood today. And I think I'm starting to calm down, which is great. And I'll go ahead and say I was planning to where did I put my scraper? Here it is. So many like bubbles and bumps in here. I was planning to go ahead and finish the cover for a journal to kind of like remember my mom. She died last year. And it was actually almost a year ago that she died. And I don't know, I've waited so long to do anything with this that it didn't really occur to me that it would be difficult, but maybe that's the problem. But I also will say that one of the reasons I decided, aside from the fact that it's been a long time, and like I said, I started on this journal. Like, um, I made a junk journal basically. I put all the signatures together. All I have to do is put on the cover, decorate it, and then start writing in it or sticking stuff in it or whatever. Um, and I thought, shouldn't be a problem, but maybe it's still too soon for me to work on it in earnest. I don't know. I know that I was very worried is not the right word, but I know I was putting pressure on myself to figure out what the best cover would be. And I just thought, today when I was like, oh, I'm going to just do it, I was thinking, well, there's no perfect cover or whatever. That's not a thing. I just decided actually on some paint chips I had gathered quite a while ago, like earlier this year, because which are all blue because that was my mom's favorite color. I was just kind of thinking that's probably good enough. Just put those paint chips down and don't overthink it, because I am slightly worried that I will start to forget good stuff from when I was a kid and from, I was a younger adult, just because of the memory issues I've been dealing with, which are sometimes compounded. There's all the like middle-aged lady stuff, but I also have an autoimmune disorder, which also can cause some problems with cognition and stuff like that. So I've just kind of I don't want to be left with just the frankly traumatic experience of her dying. I want to really be as aware as possible of the good stuff that happened. You know what I'm saying? So it does seem like it feels like the right thing to do, to put together a journal where I can just write down all the stuff. And the spread I was actually going to work on today after putting the cover together was actually just going to be about, memories of stuff she liked. And I spent about 2 hours today getting photos, like screenshots together of TV shows she liked and foods she liked and things like that, so I could actually put that down in the journal. And then I printed the stuff out and nothing printed correctly. So something is wrong with my printer. That's another thing that was stressing me out. Let me see. Do I want to do that? I kind of want him to push up against something, but I don't know. I want something that's where he stands out a little bit more. No, that's not right. That's not right. So yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Is it too soon to think about that stuff? And I've already kind of been doing it, One of the things I've already kind of been doing it because, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about, oh yeah, I remember when that happened. And I've 2-3 months ago, I think, I started a big old list so I wouldn't forget, again, of stuff that I remember my mom liked. TV shows and all that good stuff. So I've got a list together already that I can work from, but I kind of wish that wasn't so bumpy, so it'd be easier to glue him down. I kind of like that, but I wish I could get him over here so he's really like pushing without having to cut his like back foot off. And I tell you right now, this is starting to stress me out. So I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put it down because I was starting to calm down and now I'm starting to stress out again, trying to get something quote unquote perfect. So I'm just gonna leave that for another time and see where I put it. See where I can put it. So I'm not bad over here. Things are just a little weird. And I hope that when things are weird for you, because everybody hits a weird time every now and then. And I hope that when you hit a weird time, gluing is something you can use to feel better. Gluing or cutting, or I don't know, maybe you make paper flowers or do that paper quilling thing. Does anybody do that? Maybe you do paper quilling, or what else do people do with paper? Maybe you make paper. Maybe you literally make paper. Or whatever. I just hope you have an outlet for your stress and something that helps you calm down. And oh God, look, I'm stressed enough. Don't fuck with me. There we go. There we go. That works. Gotta go back to these. And I can still fit some stuff in here. Yeah, this page is too. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Yeah, I'll do that. And once again, I really should have put a surface together to, I should have taken something out to glue on. So I wouldn't just be like gluing in the glue book and getting glue crap all over the pages, but it is what it is, right? We're all just doing the best we can. I'll glue on here. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I don't, does anybody in here watch wrestling? Is it just me? It was a really good WWE event this weekend. So I watched that. And then Monday Night Raw, which, because they're in Australia, it was actually Monday Morning Raw. And since I was off, I got up early and watched Raw at 7 o'clock yesterday morning. That was a really good episode. That was enjoyable. That was helpful. Yeah, I really don't know what to say about the mom stuff. No, I'm not going to use that. I was not anticipating just deciding to finally, Kima. Here comes Kima. Here comes a cat. Can you see her? Yeah, there she goes. Just taking up the full frame. But what did you need? I feel like I just fed you. Didn't I just feed you? And I think mostly I've worked through the mom stuff. Um, but it really, so like this whole thing today has really just kind of come as a surprise. Kind of threw me. This might be another reason, along with all the other things I've mentioned, that do I have to move you, Kima? Do I have to move you? Like, if you're gonna come up here, at least stop drooling on things. What's happening? All right. No, 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 no. Go this way. Go this way. There we go. I have a full-on therapist that I have talked to about many of my not great feelings about how she died. It really was not that there was a situation where it wouldn't be stressful, but it was a surprise, which made it extra stressful. And it did not, there really was no point during this time last year, and it literally was this time last year. It was at the last weekend of September in 2024 that we found out she had terminal cancer. I took October off thinking I would just help her get through I think, God, I can't remember if it was 5 or 10 sessions now of Monday through Friday daily whole brain radiation. And instead, what happened is she just got progressively worse. And I mean, there's a lot that goes into why that happened. But there was like so many things happened during that period with her that were just like nothing can prepare you for, you know? And not that I necessarily thought I would 100% like be over it. I think that's probably never the thing, but I thought I had dealt with it enough that I could go ahead and get the cover for the journal done. Since I'm talking about it, I'll go ahead because I've got all the stuff here. I had it set up. I took the photo I was going to use for the thumbnail. This is the journal I put together with, some of her paper. Well, actually, these are all papers I found in my mom's stuff. Some things that have her handwriting on them. And you see, I just stapled each signature together and then put each signature inside its own cover and then glued the covers together. So there's some envelopes in there too. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 signatures, I think. Is it 20 pages each? It might be 20 pages each. But this is what I need to put inside the cover, basically. And maybe it's just not time, but I'm also afraid that I will forget stuff. And I don't want to really forget anything that's important, that's cool about her, that I want to remember about her. Because to be honest, there really weren't any cool fun. There were not cool fun moments in that with me and her after the last weekend in September 2024. Actually, before that point, there weren't many cool fun moments, with the exception of us watching General Hospital together. or talking about General Hospital. We weren't actively watching it together. Um, so it's just a thing. It's just a whole big old thing that I thought I was ready to do something about. Um, it's not like I haven't been thinking about her, or thinking about stuff, like I said, but maybe the writing down of it is just still too big. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you've lost important people, um, whether it's a parent, sibling, grandparent, aunt, uncle, good friends, how have you kind of like commemorated, I guess, their lives and the good stuff about them? I also didn't want to go ahead and do it feeling like I was feeling, because, and you guys who make videos, I don't know if you do this, I was kind of rehearsing what I was going to say, and a lot of it was starting to come out very angry, and I didn't want to get on here and be like all shouty and weird. Because the process of doing this crafty stuff is supposed to be fun and enjoyable, and you know, supposed to make us feel good. And it was going to be weird enough, just, talking about something difficult. So I didn't want to be like on top of it. But this is helping a bit. What am I going to do tonight? Not much. I slept weird last night. Been doing that thing where I just kind of fall asleep on the couch and don't get up, don't get ready for bed, don't do anything other than fall asleep on the couch while I'm watching YouTube or something. Well, not something, it's always YouTube. And then I wake up in a couple of hours, tell myself, oh, I need to brush my teeth and do adult getting ready to go to sleep stuff. But then I don't do it. I just fall asleep on the couch again. And I don't know why that has become a thing that I do. Even when I know I feel better when I actually get ready to go to sleep at night and then go to sleep at night, as opposed to just drifting off on the couch and waking up here and there and watching a little bit of YouTube and falling asleep again and doing all that weirdness. I already know I don't feel great when I do that, but I'm still doing it. So I don't know what my deal is. But like I said, I'm off tomorrow. So that's nice. Maybe I will finally go ahead and take myself out to breakfast. There was a while there when I was doing that once a week, and I got out of the habit, and now I haven't done it in a long time. Probably, let me see, maybe like 3 years. Did I do it at all 2 years ago when I was off work for 3.5 months? I don't think I did. Oh, no, I did. I did it once. I think right before then, I got up on a Sunday and went to Golden Corral and had breakfast buffet by myself. So I did do it once a couple of years ago, a little over 2 years ago, but I haven't done it since then. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be super crowded, because, it'll just be a Wednesday, and most people will be at work, and not sitting down and having a very nice breakfast somewhere. Okay, let's see. What are we doing on time? We're at 40 minutes. Do I want to do more than that? Every time I sit down and think I'm really going to get gluing, I'm going to get a lot of stuff down, it just doesn't quite go as quickly as I think it will. So many faces. I do like to cut out just the faces, not the full figure, not the full head. Don't need to mess with all the hair, but just right around the face. I don't even cut the ears out. And I just like how this looks. And I don't know why. It's all about figuring out what's fun for you, what makes you feel. Where do I want to put her? I kind of don't want to. Still here. Not sure where I want to put her. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like any of that. I think I'll stick with this. And it will just be what it will be. Okay, Sarah. So what are you guys going to do with the rest of your week? Is anybody else off right now? Do you have a lot of good vacation time coming up for the holidays or anything else? I've got more time off coming up next month so that I can celebrate my birthday. Haven't completely figured out what I'm going to do there yet. I think my friends are still planning to come in town like they did last year. So that'll be fun. We'll probably have some good fun. Hopefully do something a little bit different this year, but if not, it'll still be a good time. It'd be nice to see them. They both live in the Kansas City area while I'm in St. Louis, the St. Louis area. So that'll be good. You can even see what I'm doing down here in this lower corner. I got this dude's face. Yeah, I'll put him down there. I don't know. I can always cover that up. I don't need to worry about that. So I think I'm probably going to wrap it up here. I am starting to feel better. Don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner. I did just got a little bit hungry before I started filming, so I had some tuna salad that I made yesterday. But I might need something else. I don't know. We'll see. Or I might just say, fuck it, I had a difficult day. I'm going to just eat some really good dessert. That might not be the most mature option, but sometimes being mature is overrated, I think. Yeah, I kind of like that, even though it's weird. Maybe I should just do a Facebook, where I just cut faces out and glue them all over the place. I could probably manage that. Let's see, we are now at 44 minutes. Got a lump there. And she'll live. Let me see if I can get one more head down. And then, I don't know, I might keep doing this off camera even though it is getting dark. And because I moved all of my filming stuff in front of this window, I'm not near the light anymore. I can always move my setup over there. I'm going to be watching TV anyway, so that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening. I hope you're all doing well. I certainly hope I didn't like freak anybody out or bring anybody down. Not my goal. Just wanted to, I haven't done a video in a while. It's been like a week, so I wanted to get something out and figured I might as well talk about like memory keeping difficulty. The memory keeping difficulty I was clearly having today. I really like, I think I'm going to keep working on these 2 pages, putting some faces and things down. Let's see, what else did I work on today? Okay, well, we got a good bit of weirdness done here. Random shapes and bits and lips and the country and what else? Let's see. I know I put something somewhere else. Of course the pages are stuck together. How did I manage that? I put that there. That looks great now, of course. I'm going to have to put something in there to keep it from sticking. Maybe you can just put that in there. And this, I actually don't mind that. Got her. Right, I was trying to put the stand-in guide down here somewhere, but I couldn't figure out where to put it. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to keep, where's my face page? There, I'm going to keep working on this to keep calming myself down. I'm probably going to put together a nice gooey snack of something chocolatey and peanut buttery to make myself feel better. Yeah, even more. I've calmed down quite a bit. Thank you for listening to me. I hope everybody's doing well. I will be sending, even if I can't, for whatever reason, if there's some post office thing going on that I don't know about because I don't really watch the news that much because it's pretty much always depressing and terrifying. If there's some post office thing going on that I don't know about and I simply cannot sign up for a post office box, I'll just go ahead and send the stuff out for the contest winners this week. And just use my regular address and hope that you all keep it to yourselves as I will keep your addresses to myself. But those will definitely be going out this week either way. Everybody, I hope you have a great night. Find something enjoyable to do with your night and the rest of your week. And I will see you later. Thanks a lot, folks. Make sure to do all the liking and subscribing, and I'll talk to you later this week.